friends, it's Ritvika here with my show Mind Game with Ritvika, and today in this video I am going to talk about the WBBL. Yes, the 7th season of WBBL. It's gonna be the wrap up of that season that just concluded, and in this video I will discuss about the teams, like after the huge transfers that happened this season, how the teams looked like, and how these transfers impacted on these teams performance. So I will discuss all about these things, and I will also give them a report card, like on their strategies, how they executed them, and what could have they done better. So all these things will be discussed in this video. So please watch this video till the end, and without wasting much time, let's dive into it. So friends, let's talk about the teams. First of all, I am going to talk about the Brisbane Heat and Perth Scotchers. You can see these two teams. I really liked these two teams actually. They were really balanced teams. First of all, let's talk about Brisbane Heat. Yes, Brisbane Heat have been really one of the balanced teams in last 3-4 years. That's why they won two championships, and in last two seasons also they yes, they couldn't make it to the finals, but definitely they have been in the top four in last two seasons as well. And so yes, you can see Beth Mooney, who used to play in Brisbane Heat, and she also played a huge part for Brisbane Heat to their title winning seasons. But still, in this team is really good. I mean, they have like players like Laura Cummins, then uh, Cummins, then Grace Harris and Georgia Redmond at the top were phenomenal this season. Then you can see our Poonam Yadav. They picked Poonam Yadav this season, and she was a good pick. But I do feel that Anneke Bosch and Nadine de Klerk wasn't. I mean, both of them are similar kind of players, and it was a mistake for them, I feel. Uh, it wasn't. I mean, their picking wasn't that much of a productive. It wasn't much productive. So then but other than that, this team was really good. And but still I feel like Grace Harris and Georgia Redmond were spot on. Georgia Wall also played really well. And a player like Laura Kimmins actually played a bit lower. She could have played a bit higher. So her batting could have been utilized more better, and in a more better way. And that is why these were some of the loopholes in their planning. And other than that, their bowling was really spot on, like Courtney Sippel, George, even even Georgia Prestwich. They were and Ellie Johnston, all were really good. And of course, captain skipper uh, Jess Jonathan, who actually led the team with her bowling. So overall, they actually played well. And then we let's move on to Perth Scotchers. Yes, Perth Scotchers, the team who won the tournament. And they actually they signed some really good players, like Alana King from Melbourne Stars. And she really played a huge role for Melbourne Stars last season, who made it to the finals. So uh, she was a really a good pick. Then, and of course, there other players. I mean, Heather Graham, she was always there in the Perth Scotchers team. Then Sophie Devine, the skipper Sophie Devine, she is playing in the Perth Scotchers team since last season. So last season also they actually picked Sophie Devine and Beth Mooney, and which was actually made this team's batting really strong. And then Chamari Atapattu, though she couldn't get that much of, uh, I mean, she couldn't get her opening slot for these two legends. So she played in the middle order, and that's why I feel she couldn't express herself what she could have done. So that was there. And Marison Cap too, with the bat she wasn't that good, but overall their bowling was really good. And Lily Mills, Lily Mills is the find of the tournament, you can say. So uh, and so that's why they were more dependent on their batting, more on Sophie Devine and Beth Mooney and Heather Graham, I would say. But Heather Graham also, her all round performance really helped Perth Scotchers this season to win their title. So overall, they were spot on with their picks, with their strategy. So I mean, I was talking about giving a report card. So if I give them a number, so I will say Brisbane Heat 7.5 or 8, and Perth Scotchers of course 9 or maybe 9.5, because of their middle order they didn't fire. That's why I actually didn't give that 1 or point 0.5 marks. And then we move on to the Sydney franchises. Yes, Sydney Thunder and Sydney Sixers both were really balanced teams, but they actually disappointed me, especially Sydney Sixers. They were the best team in this season, and we were actually hoping that this time they are definitely going to make it to the finals. Uh, but they release both their South African players Dane van Niekerk and Madison Kaap, which actually costed them, because this team is really good, but they didn't have that a polished fast bowler like Madison Kaap. So in terms of experience, both or Stella Campbell, Maitland Brown or Lauren Chittle, all are a bit inexperienced or raw talents, I would say. They are really good, they are fast, really fast, but they are raw, I feel. So with the coming seasons they will be molded in a better way. And of course Perry's form was also a concern with the bat, with the ball. Yes, she scored but scored a lot of runs, but it wasn't that good in terms of strike rate, which is really a concern for Sydney Sixers. And to encounter that, that's why they actually picked Shafali. But even after two ducks they dropped her to the middle order. They started to sending her in middle order, which was really a shocking thing. Even India or any domestic team, our domestic teams, or even any team in the world won't do that to Shafali, I feel. Because we all know that okay, even if she fails at the top, doesn't matter. They can drop her, but playing at the middle order is really something. It really felt to me bizarre. Like Smriti Mandana also failed. She wasn't performing well at the at the start of the season, but she actually played well at the end. So Sydney Sixers really showed that kind of a confidence to uh, Smriti Mandana. Even they also showed faith to Tammy Beaumont as well in the last season, who was really a lean. She was in a lean patch but still they have, and they had faith in her, that yes, she is a really important player, she is an important player, and they actually trusted her. So I mean, this is the one of the things that Sydney Thunders is really good in this respect. So if we talk about the and Nicole Bolton, obviously she was really good. I mean, she was good with the bat, and whatever the role given to her, she actually performed well. But I feel she could have played at the top. I mean, as an opener, or or at number three. Even you can play Shafal at number three, but number four or five is really something she is not suited to. So that was a really, I mean, a bizarre decision they made. They also actually, uh, I mean, they missed Erin Burns' spin, her quick fire batting at the middle order. So middle order really actually couldn't fire. Angie Ricks is an experienced campaigner, but definitely she also couldn't play like the way she, I mean, the team would have expected. And but I really liked the way Maitland Brown actually, mm, I mean, she played with the bat, so it was a good sign. She can, I mean, they can use her as a pinch hitter in the next season, definitely. But and of course, Alisa Healy, then Ashley Gardner's off form was also a concern for them. So I hope in the next season uh, they will sort out these things. And of course, our Radha Yadav played there, and she was actually she really played well. That and there was nothing. I mean, they utilized her as good. So there was no I mean, it was okay. So uh, with that, I mean, Indians actually contributed well. Even Sydney Sixers didn't really performed that good, but Indians contributed well to the team. So overall, I will give this team out of 10 uh, 4, because they were just bizarre with their decisions. They could have done better in this respect, even after having such kind of a team. So really they missed the balance. And if we move on to the other Sydney franchise, which is Sydney Thunders, and I am a fan of this franchise for a long time. And yes, they picked Dipti Sharma and Smriti Mandana, and I was really excited. They, I mean, Herman also played here. So and Alex Blackwell, players like Alex Blackwell, say, and then Rachel Haynes uh, played here. So that definitely this franchise is really close to my heart. So but yes, Rachel Hens was I mean, she didn't play this season, and they actually missed her captaincy, her experience, and also they missed a player like Heather Knight and Shabnim Ismail. So that is why but that's why it was actually a big task for Dipti Sharma and Easy Wong to do. Like, they actually came for Heather Knight and Ismail respectively. So it was a big task for them. They I mean, with their first season, I will say that yes, they performed well, but they could have done better. But still, it was their first season, so I really can't say much. But yeah, they performed their best. And the biggest issue was actually Sydney Thunder's middle order, like players like Corinne Hall or even Sammy Joe wasn't in good form. They weren't in good form. Also, even but I really liked how Phoebe Litchfield played. And she's really a player that Sydney's Thunder. I mean, she can. Uh, I mean, she will be the player for Australia team as well. Like she can be a really good middle order bat for Australia in future, and of course, yes. I mean. Actually, Hannah Darlington for the first time captained this team, and she is really young, so you can't really say that. I mean, you can't say anything about that. And she, with her first she actually played well. But if they would I mean, they would have had Rachel Haynes or Smriti Mandana would have been in form in the early part of the season, then Sydney Thunder could have performed a better in better way. And so and then I think they also missed Rachel Treneman. Rachel Treneman played really well last season for Sydney Thunders at the top, but this time they missed her. Rachel Treneman, I mean, she now moved to Hobart Hurricanes. I will come to the Hobart Hurricanes later, but yeah, she also couldn't play there as well. So Rachel Treneman actually missed by the Thunders and by the Hobart Hurricanes as well.